Well, I don't know about Jesse, but Sean is a friend, and Sean joins us this morning. Good morning, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. How about you?
Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, I know. We've seen each other quite a bit in the past couple of weeks. This is like my second or third trip to Titusville. I never thought I'd be down here so often in like a 3-week span, but it's been fun.
Well, listen, let's get to know you a little bit.
Certainly.
You're with the YMCA, and there's just a lot going on. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the Membership and Marketing Director with the Meadville Family YMCA, so just a few minutes, I would say, west of here. So it's not a horrible drive over there, about 20 to 30 minutes, maybe, depending upon how fast you're going, but it's a beautiful drive. I've been with the Meadville YMCA since about January of this year. So I've worked for the Y for over 8 years, just with this association since January. So
Wow.
it's been a lot of fun coming down from Erie. So I travel and I commute from Erie every day. And it's a good experience for me. I've had a really good time working with the Meadville Family Y.
That's awesome. And, you guys are located for the folks who want to come over from Conneaut Lake.
Certainly. Yeah, we have 3 different locations. So we have our downtown location on Chestnut Street. So that's 356 Chestnut Street in the heart of downtown Meadville. We are also on the top of the hill on Route 322 at Vernon Place. And then we also have a Cochranton location that's out in Cochranton, PA, a small branch that is really geared for that community. So we have some different options for you to choose from, certainly when you take a look at the branch aspects of the Meadville Family Y.
Was that attractive to you when you came into this position, just balancing all of this? Because it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it really was. Where I was at before, I was only at one branch, and that was what I was responsible for. So now going into sort of the association look, I'm responsible for all 3 branches, membership-wise and marketing-wise. So it was really a growth opportunity for me. It was that time for me to take the next step. And luckily, Tina Carter, our great CEO at the Meadville Family YMCA, knew me from up in Erie, brought me down. And obviously, I aced the interview. So she gave me the job, and now I'm working my way into things down here. It's unbelievably, I can't believe I've been down here it's almost October, so it's 10 months now.
Wow.
And we've done quite a lot of things over the last handful of months, and we have a lot of things coming up in the offing as well.
Well, we're going to talk about that in a second, but how much, when you came into it, did you kind of just let play out to see how things ran, or did you come in and say, okay, now we're going to start making some changes?
I definitely sat back. I was definitely didn't want to be that bull in the china cabinet, if you will, and to make a ton of different changes in the early going. So
Was that hard?
it was with
And not to take away from anything that's been done in the past.
No. It's just with my I would say work ethic and little OCD tendencies, I would say. So I like things done a certain way. So I had to take a step back and reevaluate a few things, but we're getting there. It takes time to transition, and it's something that's fun to do too, because you get to make it your own, and you get to throw ideas back and forth with your other key staff and see how we can best make the Meadville Family YMCA a better place for the community.
This is such a wonderful organization. Tell me why the Y is better now than it's ever been.
Well, you take a look at what we've been able to do in the Meadville community. Over the past year alone, we've donated over $200,000 in terms of services, whether that be financial assistance, memberships, things of that nature, in the Meadville community. So we've really stepped up there. We've served over 9,000 individuals in Meadville, so really impacting over 9,000 lives. Probably the impact is more than that when you consider families, but
Sure.
we've been really integral in helping out with different programs like a Meals for Kids program, if you will. We've served over 67,000 meals, through our child care program to kids who wouldn't normally get certain meals throughout times of the day or times of the year or through the summer as well. So there's a lot of different philanthropic aspects to the Meadville Family YMCA that we do give back to the community. We do a lot in terms of community service hours or volunteer hours. Thousands of hours have been donated in that aspect over the past year. So we really like to be in the heart of the community, in the heart of downtown Meadville. It makes us more than just a gym. So we're really a cause. That's what we are. I mean, yes, we do have the workout facilities. Yes, we have the pool, but we do so much more than just get you healthy. We want to take a look at the mental aspect as well as the physical aspect, and then again, help the community at large as well.
Do you see most people getting on board with that, or is it still you have a lot of, the Y, I'm just going to go work out and do my thing? And
I think you have a couple of different groups. I mean, you certainly have one group that, just sees it as like a morning workout routine. We certainly have our diehards that come in at a certain
Right.
time every morning and get the things done. But then we have another group of our membership community that certainly does contribute in terms of volunteer hours, and they are a big part of what the Meadville Family YMCA does in the Crawford County community.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, talking about programs and things that you guys are working on, let's get right into it.
Certainly. Well, we have a special coming up. We're actually going on right now for membership. It's our Fall into Fitness special. It's running through October the 15th. When you buy 5 months, you get the 6th month free if you're a new member. And we also waive the join fee. So we're trying to get people involved here at the YMCA, get their workout routines ready for the fall season and also going into winter. So you save $89 if you're a family with this special. You save $68 if you're an adult with this special as well. So it's a pretty huge savings. You get that free month. You save the $20 joiner's fee, and you're going to be a member for 5 or 6 months, so you can get that routine going. Of course, we all know how bad the winters are in this area. The fall might not last long, so we want to get you inside and get your routine going before that winter hits. So that's really the goal of this promotion, to get you into our facilities and hopefully have you there for a while.
And times out nicely, too, because New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. I can do math, ironically enough. So my friends have made fun of me in the past for that, being a communications major. But yes, I did look into that aspect as well. So it does tie into the New Year's resolutions rather well. We'll be running another special around New Year's, so we're going to be getting that out later on this year, like we always do. But it's a big time of year for us, as you mentioned, New Year's, with a lot of the New Year's resolutions. But we wanted to hit that a little bit beforehand earlier, because we want people to, again, get into their routines for the fall so they have something set through the winter months.
Well, listen, I can start to smell the turkey now for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All those.
Well, you said we're 6 weeks into high school football, so I can't believe that.
It's incredible. I think the weather has a lot to do with that, right? It's 80 degrees at the end of September.
It's beautiful. You can't really beat it. I am waiting for the crisp fall air so I can have all my windows open at night. But outside of that, I can take this for a while.
Yeah. Well, and you might have it in the next week. So.
Yes.
All right. So that's coming up. And again, folks can call if they want more information on that, or
certainly, or head to our website. Yeah.
Okay.
Number to reach us is 814-336-2196. That's our main branch downtown.
Okay.
You can also head to our website, meadvilleymca.org.
Awesome. All right. What else is?
Well, a big day coming up. I'm sure you've talked about it with a few people around the Titusville area. Crawford Gives Day. That's coming up on October the 2nd, and the Meadville Family YMCA is part of Crawford Gives Day. So simply head to crawfordgives.org. It's really something that we're looking forward to be a part of. It's the first annual Gives Day for Crawford County. If people around here are familiar with what Erie County does in Erie Gives Day, it's very similar. It's a 24-hour fundraiser where, again, all of the money that's being raised goes to nonprofits, and you can select which nonprofit you wish to donate. And there's a matching pool of funds as well that's put together by the Heritage Foundation that they will dole out at the end of the day. So it's really a great cause for a lot of nonprofits throughout Crawford County, and it's a great way for us to raise funds and be able to put things together like our Meals for Kids program to help out seniors in our area. It really all goes to our annual campaign fund, so we're able to help people in the community. And we're very gracious that Crawford County has been able to come together in the Heritage Foundation and be able to do something like this, because there are quite a few nonprofits in the Crawford area that really have a large impact, and it's really important for the people in the community to realize what we do. And it's a great way to do that is to run this on October 2nd. It's a 24-hour fundraiser. You can go to crawfordgives.org for all the information, and it's really a great day because it's going to be fun for us. We're going to be going live on Facebook throughout the day with our different programs, going to childcare, going to our different Silver Sneakers classes. So we're going to be showing the community impact throughout the day as well on October 2nd on our Facebook page so people can really see what we do in the community.
I know Christian's running around going crazy.
Oh, she's going nuts, I'm sure. At the chamber, yeah, she is going to be
well, Christian at
busy.
the Crawford Heritage community.
Crawford Heritage, I'm sorry. I thought you said,
Christian is, but he's very excited about this. This is going to be an awesome day, and I'm glad you guys are a part of that. And again, it really could benefit all these organizations.
Exactly. Yeah, you can choose, which organization to donate to. It's a pretty simple website setup. Again, if you go to that site, crawfordgives.org, all the different organizations are listed there. And October 2nd, it's going to be as easy as clicking a donate button and entering your information. So it's something that the Erie community has done with the Erie Community Foundation very well over the past 10, 15 years. It's gotten huge every year. And the amount of money that is raised is unbelievable. And I'm sure Crawford County is going to step up once again here for their first time doing this. And I look forward to it being an annual event.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And you guys have such a great story to tell too. So I mean,
yes.
So should people be paying attention to your Facebook page that day just to see
I
what's
would
going
say, yeah, you'll see a lot of me for sure. I'll be on the Facebook page doing some Facebook Lives and talking to our different members and different individuals throughout the community that have felt impacted by the Meadville Family YMCA. So you'll get a bit more of our story that way, certainly. So you'll have an idea of what we do throughout Meadville.
Awesome. Hey, you're watching the Morning Drill on Stream Television in Armstrong and listening to it on the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. Sean, there's so many other things going on. What else do you want to tell us?
Oh, it runs the gamut. We have our youth sports already going right now, but we have our new session kicking up in late October. So we're going to have our gymnastics program, our Ninja Warrior program kicking up at the end of October, swim lessons as well. Also, as you can see on the screen, we have the Miss Swim Team that's active October through February. So that's a competitive swim team for people ages 5 to 18, both girls and boys. And then we also have a 3-on-3 basketball league that's going to be running for 8 weeks starting in November. Oh, wow. So plenty of things to entertain the kids. And a big goal for us is when you take a look at our memberships, we want to increase value in our memberships. We just don't want you to think of it as a gym. So we're lowering our program costs, our youth sports costs. We want everything to be as inclusive as possible so you get more value out of that membership. And that's what we want you to see when you're coming into the Meadville Family YMCA is the value you're getting for this membership.
I'll tell you, talk about the swim team. I'm amazed at how great these programs are. We have our middle son did the swim team for a couple of years. And again, competitive but fun. They learn and they get to meet people from other Ys and other communities, and they form friendships. It's amazing.
The travel is really some of the best part of the swim team, and we have a great cooperative relationship with the Mark, where they generally have most of their practices and things of that nature. But then for their meets, they travel throughout Ys across Pennsylvania, and I don't think people really necessarily realize, how far they might travel for some meets and things of that nature. And it's really a great team aspect. Because the families travel as groups, they spend nights in hotel rooms, they go together, and it's fun to do those things together. And as you mentioned, they make lifelong friends, the kids do, because they're meeting people that have similar passions and interests in their age group throughout Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and kind of along with the swim team is the gymnastics. These are 2 seasons that seem like they last a long time.
They do. They do go for quite a while, but you need to have those long seasons in this type of type of environment with where we are weather-wise. Certainly we want to get through the winter.
It goes so fast.
It does. It's amazing. When I took over here in my role in January, we were right in the middle of mist and gymnastics season. And it seemed like in a blink of an eye, it was already summer and we were already transitioning to our summer programs. So it's been a whirlwind for me, but it's been a fun last handful of months.
That's awesome. You have a new youth sports director?
We do. We do have a new youth sports director, Jared McGarry. He just started about a month ago. He's very enthusiastic. He's good to go. He's ready. And he's willing to talk to all the different parents, and he's really involved in a handful of different youth sports programs we have coming up. Along the same vein, we have a new basketball coordinator as well. His name is Mark McGinty. He is a U.S. Navy veteran, and he has been around the block, if you will, in terms of the different basketball circles like AAU, all sorts of different things that he has done. So he has worked with a number of different levels of basketball from youth to teens. So he is certainly a great asset that the Meadville Family YMCA has now. We're trying to get him out into the community and for people to realize that now it's just not a normal basketball league. We actually have someone with a lot of expertise and experience in coaching, so we can really help your kids improve with basketball as well. But it's also still a league that if you just want to have fun and learn the sport, we can do that too.
I don't think sometimes people realize that this is a great program to get started. And you look at some of the high school kids today, when they say, oh, yeah, I got my start playing at the Y.
Exactly. A lot of kids say they get their start at the Y. When you take a look at our youth soccer program currently running right now, that's how most kids throughout the country get introduced to soccer. You mentioned basketball. What I like to say as well, and what the National Y always certainly harps on, is that the YMCA is really, your first swim instructor. When you take a look at all the different offerings for our swim lessons and what we do for that program on the aquatics level throughout the country, really, if you talk to most kids, where did you learn to swim? A lot of them say it's at the YMCA, and that's a big part of our programming as well.
Do you ever hear from any of the high school coaches in any of the sports that say, hey, good job, keep up the good work?
We do. They do touch base every once in a while because we do work with, some individual kids that obviously have, the skill sets that can advance to the high school and the collegiate level. So we do have a working relationship with those schools in the area, and they do reach out. And again, that's going to be something Mark McGinty is going to be doing as well, and coordinating with some of those high schools and just talking back and forth and seeing what we can do best for the community.
That's awesome. And it ends up being a much stronger community program, too.
Exactly. It's still
awesome.
Tough to compete with the schools in Philly, but we can still put good teams together.
Eventually, right?
Eventually we can get there, right.
That's right. Hey, you've got a fundraiser coming up on Saturday, November 2nd.
Yeah, we do. It's going to be a fun one.
Look at that face.
I know.
Ready?
I'm ready to go because I've done this before and it's a lot of fun. I'm not a huge purse fan, but I know a lot of people are.
That's right.
So I was able to MC an event similar to this up in Erie last year, and it's a lot of fun. So it's Purse Bingo Saturday, November 2nd at the Lou Davies Community Center. That's the Active Aging Building in downtown Meadville. It's sponsored by Indigo Boutique and Botanica, as well as our friends at Hagen Business Machines of Meadville and Meadville Ambulance as well. So tickets are $30. To get into this Purse Bingo. We have all your favorite brands, whether it be Vera Bradley, Kate Spade, Dooney and Burke, and others. So again, I know way more than I need to know about purses.
We'll just keep that between us.
Yeah, well, it's on the news now, so I don't know if it's going to be able to be between us. But it's a great event because we also have it as BYOB, and it's also bring your own food as well. So you can actually just bring it all to your table. You can just set things up, and you can be ready to go for a fun 3 hours of Purse Bingo to try to win some of these great purses that we have. Pictures of those purses are up on our Facebook page as well. Meadville Family YMCA. You can search that on our Facebook page to find some of those pictures. So it's going to be a fun night. We also are selling tables, $180 for tables of 6. So it's still
cool.
the 30 times 6. So we get that $180 table so you can have that table reserved when you come in. We are running out of tables. We are, I believe there's under 10 left. So we've had a really good response to this in the community. And we're looking to have right around 200 participants at the Active Aging Center, and it's going to be a lot of fun that night.
I'll tell you what, people have a blast when they take part in it.
I know. It's a lot of fun for me, too, as an MC. I get to interact with the community members, have a little bit of fun up there. I remember my first time doing it. I called the bingo numbers out just a little bit too fast, not realizing that some of these young ladies have 10 different bingo cards and their blotters going. So it becomes a very serious event at times, but it's also a lot of fun because they get to hang out with their friends and family, and it's just a night to relax.
Yeah, well, you know the veteran ones because they're
they just go. It's I can't believe it in terms of when I was watching them and the way they process their bingo boards. It's like I would process, say, a Word document. It just goes straight through.
Right.
It's insane.
Now, the more they drink, the slower it is.
The slower it will go, yes, but it will still be a fun night.
It's a lot of fun. That is coming up Saturday, November 2nd, 7 o'clock. So, and again, you said you can reserve a table of 6.
Yeah,
right?
you can. You can certainly reserve a table of 6. We did sell discounted tickets at first, but those ran out rather early.
Wow.
So those went out at the door really quickly. So now we're at our regular $30 individual tickets if you want an individual seat, or you can get those tables of 6 for $180. And you can call the YMCA. You can call our Vernon branch at 724-2348 or our downtown branch at 336-2196 in order to reserve those tables.
Awesome. Well, Sean, of course, pickleball, that's huge too.
Yes. So. Well, you had fun about a month ago coming in and filming some of the different things we have at the Vernon YMCA and up at Vernon Place. Pickleball has become huge throughout the country, not just in Meadville, but it seems like everywhere. It's a modified version of really ping pong, table tennis, and actual tennis. So it's really a lot of fun. That's the best way I can really describe it. You almost really have to look at it to get a good feel for it, but they use a wiffle ball, and they have sort of one-on-one games, team games, 2-on-2. And it's gotten really competitive as well in our gymnasium. So we have a good group that plays throughout the week, early in the morning. Normally 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the times that you can see them in our gymnasium at Vernon Place. And it's an interesting sport, but it's also a lot of fun for our older active adults. They really get involved.
Awesome. Sean, great to see you this morning.
It's good to see
and
you
you'll be
again.
coming back next month, so.
Oh, certainly.
Awesome. We'll talk more about the Purse Bingo and all the other things happening. And if folks want to find you again, how do they do that?
Simply give us a call, 336-2196. You can go to our Facebook page, Meadville YMCA. You can search for us there and give us a follow. Or you can head to our website, meadvilleymca.org.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Luke. Thank you.